welcome to my channel if you're new, and thank you so much for revisiting if you've been here before. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on this beautiful holiday Christmas look. I am so happy with the way that this turned out. I just wanted to really do something Christmassy, and what is more Christmassy than a green eye and a red lip? I really hope that you guys like this look. Without further ado, let's jump right into the video. I'm using my Tarte Shape Tape in Fair today as an eye base. This cancels out absolutely everything that you need it to. It's great. Using my angled shadow brush from Morphe, I'm going to dip into the shade called Classic from my Tarte Pro Amazonian Clay palette. Using this shade to set that base we just laid down works so great, especially with this brush. It reaches all the nooks and crannies. Using my Morphe blender brush, I'm going to be going in with the shade called Innocent. Such a great transition color, you guys. I love it. Really just buff it in, work it into the crease and also right above it. Really work at blending this, you guys. That is the trick with this whole look. My Real Techniques base shadow brush, I'm going to be using the color called Whimsy. This is my favorite shadow out of this entire palette, you guys. I'm just working that into my crease, really just starting out lightly, working my way up. You want to concentrate this on the inner and the outer corner, and then just using windshield wiper motions to blend out the rest. Just make it seamless, start a little bit, work your way up. I'm then going in with that brush I used for my transition shade to really buff it out. Then using my Real Techniques shading brush, I'm going in with the color called Edgy. This is a nice warm brown. You want to remember to not take this too far up in your crease, but at the same time, you really don't have to worry about getting it on your lid. We're totally going to clean that up later, girl. Don't sweat it. Taking the brush that I used the shade Whimsy with, I'm just really buffing that out and making it perfection. Then I'm going in with my Morphe angled liner brush using the shade called Smoked. This is a deeper brown than the one that we just used, so go in with a light hand. I'm pulling on my eyelid, which I know you shouldn't do, but girl, I can't even handle not doing this. This is the kind of tricky part. You just want to keep it really concentrated on your crease, mapping out where you're going to be putting your line. The part you have to worry about is blending this out. From here on out, it's honestly just a blending game. Use the brushes that you already have used, go in with the colors that you need to go in, and don't forget that you can always take that classic white shade and clean everything up. It works wonders, trust me. Next, after you have everything blended and flawless, you're going to be wanting to take your foundation. Any foundation will work. I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow and my e.l.f. concealer brush. You're going to want to just really make this line sharp along your crease, clean up everything on your lid that you need to. Just sharp that up, girl. I decided to make a wing. You don't have to take this step if you don't want to. I just think it makes it look so much more edgy. Then setting that with the shade called Classic once again. If you make any mistakes, just go back in with your brushes, clean that up. I'm using my Wet n Wild small shadow brush with my Juvia's Place Nubian 2 palette with the shade called Emerald. This is such a beautiful green shade, you guys. What you're going to want to do is pack this on using patting motions. You'll get the most color payoff that way. This brush can really do detailed work, and that's why I love using it for this type of thing. Make sure you really get it on the edge too, because that's where we're going to go in later and make that wing. A bonus beauty hack is to take a translucent powder and pack it onto your lid color to help it to stop transferring onto your crease. I'm just taking a flat brush and really packing this on. Use more than you think you would. It won't interfere with your lid color. Next, I'm taking specifically a makeup Q-tip using the round side with a little bit of makeup remover and just cleaning that edge up into a nice sharp wing. You want to just remove any smudges that you make from it. I'm using Kat Von D's liquid liner in Trooper, of course, giving myself that little pep talk that's needed before liner. You know what I mean. I'm just starting in the middle and working my way to the edges. This was super easy to do because we already have the line mapped out for us with the eyeshadow that we wiped off onto that edge. What I usually do for my wing is outline the shape that I want first and then fill it in. So much easier. I'm then using Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I totally cannot find my full size in this, so it's just a travel. But anyway, I do my detailed work with my lashes first, and then I wiggle it up, really getting that in the roots. Bonus hack, once again, I take my liquid liner and I go into the roots of my lashes. This way there are no sparse spaces and everything will be black. For lashes today, I'm going to be using my Kiss Blooming Lashes. These are my favorite drugstore lashes. Usually when I'm letting the glue dry on these, I always do something else. So I'm going to go in with my NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk, working that into my inner corner for my highlight as a base, and then blending it out with a brush. You really need detail, so I recommend using a brush for this for once. Next, I'm grabbing my Real Techniques fine liner brush, then jumping back over to the Nubian 2, I'm going to go into the shade called Zuri. I am putting this into my inner corner using this brush mainly because it's very detailed, but it's able to blend at the same time. I honestly never use this brush for liner. I put just a tad bit underneath my brow too. By then, the glue on your lashes should be nice and tacky so you don't have to mess with them slipping and sliding all over the place. I'm then taking my L'Oreal Magic Lumi Primer. I'm just applying this all over my face. It's so pretty, you guys. It has amazing pearlescent glow to it. Jumping back over to my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. I've actually never tried this before, you guys. I've always heard such great things, and I can definitely see why. I applied this all over my face before I went in and blended it out. The only con that I can see with this is the consistency is a little runny, but it didn't cling, it didn't get patchy, anything like that. And I was actually able to go in a second time and build up the coverage, so this is a definite win. And then, I bet you guys could totally guess it, my Tarte Shape Tape for concealing and highlighting. Just going underneath my eyes, nose, chin, and forehead, taking a beauty blender and blending that right out. I wanted to update you guys on the foundation. It was really long wearing for being a glowy type foundation. The powder that I'm going to be using today is by Maybelline. It's their Fit Me in Translucent. I'm taking my powder brush by Morphe, just setting all of those places we just highlighted. If you do not take this step, they will just be running all over your face by the end of the day, getting patchy. It's so worth it to set everything. I decided to use the NYC Smooth Skin Infinite Parfait today with my Real Techniques buffing brush. Love this brush for bronzer, it's so good. I knew for sure that I did not want to contour this look. I didn't want to have the sharp edges, lines, or structure of that. I just wanted to have a nice bronzed and highlighted face. Anyway, you want to make sure you take a little bit of that bronzer and go on your jawline, down the neck. This will make everything look seamless. I then took a Morphe blending brush, added just a little bit of that bronzer to my nose. Just remember that the whole point of this is to bring warmth to the face, again, not structure. I always take a little tiny bit and put it underneath my bottom lip. It will make you appear as if you have a full pout. Then going into my Milani's Baked Blush in Luminoso, I took my Morphe powder brush and just applied this to the apples of my cheeks. One reason this blush is so talked about is because it's so versatile. It can go with so many different looks. I went in with my beauty blender and just cleaned that up a little bit. Another trick I like to use is from Marilyn Monroe's makeup artist. He would put a little bit of blush on the end of the nose to accentuate the shortness of the nose. I'm using Physicians Formula Shimmer Brick in Nude for my highlight and just a fan brush to apply it. I usually use the first 3 rows of this, going in on the high points of my face. So starting off with my cheekbones, I usually go in with this a couple times, then my nose, and also I usually go onto my Cupid's bow. When I do that, I pat it with my finger for more color payoff, lightly on the forehead. Then I'm taking a pencil brush for underneath the lash line. I'm starting with the shades that I used in my crease. So the first one I'm going in with is Innocent. You really want to buff this out. This is going to be your lightest transition shade. Then I'm taking an angled fluffy brush and going in with Whimsy. This is the one, again, that I want to make the most prominent. So just, have patience, go in a couple times if you need to, but make sure it's very blended. Take a smudger brush and go in with the shade Edgy. You'll want to make the focal point of this shade on the outer corner. That way you'll work up into the start of that wing, making it look seamless. Then I'm taking that angled fluffy brush to make sure it's completely blended. Going in with the Better Than Sex mascara, I'm again working in the detailed spaces first. Then I go in and wiggle my way into thickness. The first lip product I'm going to be using today is Tarte's Lipsurgence Lip Cream in shade Wonder. These are so easy to apply, you guys. This one kind of smells minty to me, which I love. Anyway, they glide on really smooth. It's hard to go outside of the lines. And also it has a really nice sheen to it. Just great finish, great product. If you do happen to go out of the lines though, don't worry girl, because you got your concealer. Tidying up the edges of your lipstick with concealer makes it look like a makeup artist does your lipstick every time. I absolutely love this technique. Then, as a lip topper of sorts, I'm taking one of Revlon's new HD lipsticks in shade Vineyard. This is just going to add depth and also deepness while giving great sheen. These are such great lipsticks, you guys. They're like butter. That was the tutorial. I really hope that you guys loved this as much as I did. I am just so happy with the way that this look came out. I really think that I'm going to be wearing this for Christmas Day. I love this. It's on the verge of kind of a soft cut crease type look. Was what my inspiration was when I was kind of going through pictures and seeing what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted it to just be a tad bit different than a normal red lip, but still on the verge because these eyes are so bold. I didn't want to go all out, I really hope that you guys learned something, took something from it, mainly get inspired. That's what I always shoot for with my videos. Take out that bold lip that you're always kind of scared of. Just go for it. It's December. It's, such a great month for makeup. Anywho, if you guys enjoy Christmas makeup tutorials, don't forget to give this a thumbs up. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit subscribe so you can see new videos from me as soon as they come out. I hope everybody has a beautiful day. Love you all. Bye, you guys.